Sorry about that. The radio was unplugged. I didn't realize it.
What's up?
The radio was unplugged. This probably could have gone solved via the radio when the packet go down.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Crabs fans around the world and around the block listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. Crabs Baseball is on the air. This is Benjamin Schaefer along with my friend Liam Warner, and we're here to bring you all the Rock'em Sock'em action tonight as the Crabs meet their cross-state rivals, the Reading Colt 45's from over the hill, for a two-game midweek series. The Crabs traveled to Reading earlier this season. I believe won both games there, did they not?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
One was 20 innings.
That's right, a 20-inning ball game. And then another one was more of a blowout, right? It was something like 9-0 Crabs or something like that. And so the Colt 45's coming over to the coast to try to get some revenge, and the Crabs trying to sweep a 4-game season series with the Colt 45's. So some very exciting baseball on tap here tonight at the Arcata Ballpark as two old rivals are meeting. It's an overcast night at the ballpark. Sun never really came out today, so it's cool weather, kind of dark. Still a lovely night for baseball and still plenty of time to make it out to the park to join us. It's not a lot of people out at the ballpark tonight because usually Tuesday nights are not super well attended. Tonight's no exception. But still, everybody here excited for some great Crabs baseball. And Crabs season is dwindling. We only have a few weeks left now, and so if you've been thinking about getting to a game and have been putting it off, thinking that you need to go, but you haven't done it yet, you better do it soon because soon summer will be over in Arcata and the Crabs will be gone for another 10 months. Let me give you the lineups for the opposing teams tonight. For the visiting Reading Colt 45's, Kobe Zimmerman in center field leads it off. Lorenzo Debrecht, I believe it is the shortstop batting second. Mike Ciancio, the first baseman, bats third. Wilson Kessel will be the catcher and bat cleanup. Eric Carlson at third base bats fifth. Alec, I believe it's Cisneros, is the DH and batting sixth. Max Werner in right field bats seventh. Noah Daubin, the left fielder, bats eighth. Mickey Meinhofer will be the second baseman and bat ninth. And on the mound, it's Andrew Eppenbach. And I might have some stats on the Colt 45's. I actually do have some stats on the Colt 45's. But they are not pitching stats. Their batting stats is all I have. So I don't know the numbers on Eppenbach.
Pitching stats are somewhere over there.
Okay, so maybe we can find them somewhere.
Yeah.
At any rate, that's the starting lineup for the visiting Colt 45's. For our Crabs, Kellen Strom in center field leads it off. Jackson O'Boy will be the DH and bats second, and Jackson Critch at second base bats third. McCarthy Tatum in left field bats cleanup. Connor Blair in right field bats fifth. Ramon Enriquez will be the catcher and bats sixth. Wesley Gon Gibson at third bats seventh. Shaggy Cantu, the shortstop, bats eighth. Chase Larson at first base bats ninth, and on the mound for the Crabs, it's Chris Brown, and I hope we have stats on him. We do indeed have stats on Chris Brown. Chris Brown comes in with a record of 2-1, 26 innings pitched. He has an ERA of 3.11. He's given up 30 hits in those 26 innings, 10 runs, 9 of which were earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 18. So Crabs versus the Colt 45's here at the Arcata Ballpark tonight, and it's going to be some, as I said, some very exciting cross-state baseball. It's time for the national anthem. The band is here, so they'll be performing a national anthem for the folks here at the ballpark. All right, we're ready to play ball. So I did find the stats on the starting pitcher, Andrew Eppenbach, for the Colt 45's. He has a record of 3-1, 32 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 21 hits, 12 earned runs, walked 13, and struck out 40. So some good numbers. His ERA 3.30. Opponents batting a measly 175 against him. So we're ready for the first pitch. And the young man throwing out the first pitch looks to be about 3 years old, and he throws a nice pitch, a breaking pitch in the dirt. Sure to get the batter to chase that one. And we're ready to go. Michael Cowan, the umpire, is at first base. J.G. Norton is the home plate umpire, and Ross Killingsworth over at third. So Chris Brown, left-hander for the Crabs, takes his warm-up pitches as the band strikes it up, and we're almost ready to play against the Red and Colt 45's. Crabs are in their bright blue road uniforms. The Colt 45's in bright yellow tops with gray pants. So a colorful game at the Arcata Ballpark, even though it's a little bit foggy and drizzly and overcast. Not quite drizzly, really, but just mostly overcast and kind of damp day. More of a typical summer day that I'm used to here in Arcata. We've had, as I think I mentioned it the other night, Hoke and I were talking about it, how the weather this summer has been kind to us. It's been a lot of sunny days and warm days. Tonight, an overcast night, an overcast day is kind of more typical of summer on the North Coast, where as the temperature heats up, the fog comes in earlier and we get more of a daytime fog. All right. We are ready to go. Kobe Zimmerman, the center fielder, will lead off for the Colt 45's. He comes in with a batting average. Let's see, I have their batting stats. Zimmerman comes in batting .269. He has a slugging average of .471 and on-pace percentage of .418, so pretty good numbers for a leadoff hitter. And Liam, I just want to say it's not enough to beat Colt Reading tonight. I'll be satisfied with nothing less than a full dominance on the Crabs' part.
Yes, exactly. Especially after the last two games, right?
Yes. There's a pitch from Brown. The first pitch from Brown misses low and away. It's 1-0 to Zimmerman.
Anytime you lose in 14 innings, it's incredibly frustrating.
That was a tough loss on Sunday.
Yeah.
1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Especially since on Sunday the Crabs had the winning run at second, the bases loaded winning run at second, and lost on a called third strike. Ouch. Right down the middle, too.
You know, Statham at the plate, too.
Yeah. And it was right down the middle.
I wanted so bad for him to get that.
The 1-1 misses away, 2-1. But independent of all that, even if we crushed the Capitalists over the weekend, I still want to dominate the Colt 45.
Oh, yes.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Our bitterest rival used to be Fontenetti. I have no idea why that was the case, but I was totally on board with it. And now Fontenetti Athletics don't exist anymore, and so it's the Colt 45's. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, misses down and away. 3-2. Brown sets and deals. This is high, ball 4. So Zimmerman leads off the game with a walk. Here's Lorenzo Dobrecht. I think it's Dobrecht. The shortstop.
Next up, shortstop number 11, Lorenzo Dobrecht.
Oh, it's Debrecht, D-E-B-R-E-C-H-T, Debrecht. Batting .348 with an OPS of 1.035. He is slugging .600 and has a .435 on base average.
Ooh.
So this guy, a very big hitter for the Colt 45s, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. They do have a lovely park in Reading, that Tiger Stadium that they play in. It's a very nice ballpark. 0-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Never been there, but it does look very
nice.
nice.
It's a nice ballpark. It's got a brick outfield, and it sits on kind of a main road, but it's in a lovely little oak-filled park, as I recall.
It might be a little more enjoyable if it wasn't 100 degrees
The problem
outside.
is the heat. Yeah, the next pitch misses down and away, and a throw back behind the runner is not in time. So a ball and 2 strikes to count to Debrecht. Brown sets, looks at first, and deals. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, got him. Nice pitch. Took something off. That brings Mike Ciancio to the bat. Ciancio is batting .304.
First baseman number 38, Mike.
He, too, is a heavy hitter, slugging .536 with a .377 on-base percentage. So they've got some sluggers on this Colt 45's team. And I don't think we have their win-loss record. There's a toss to first, and the runner dives back. Crabs come into the game 24-8 after having lost 2 over the weekend, 2 out of 3 to the Capitalists. There's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. It took me all day yesterday to recover from that loss.
Oh, me too. And there was no baseball on. There was only the home run derby. I was like, really? My day off, and that's all we
The
get to
0-1
watch?
is a grounder out to short. Gone Gibson has it. Throw to second for 1. Back to first in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play.
At the end of your first half inning of play,
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of one half of an inning, we have no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Humboldt Mortgage, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, call Bob J. Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage, 445-3027, or check them out at humboldtmortgage.net. Kellen Strom leads it off for the Crabs in the bottom of the first inning. He's batting
leading it off for your Humboldt Crabs, number 18, center fielder Kellen Strong.
.380 with a slugging average of .506 and a .468 on base percentage. There's a grounder over the third base bag, knocked down by the third baseman, but he won't have a play, and that'll be a hit for Strom. That was a high bounder that went right over the bag. The third baseman, Carlson, tried to backhand it, and it glanced off his glove. So Strom aboard with a leadoff single. Here's Jackson O'Boy. O'Boy
Number 34, Jackson O'Boy.
batting .313 with a 400 on-base percentage. The defense for the Colt 45's is Andrew Effenbach on the mound. Carlson Kessel is the catcher. Mike Ciancio is at first base. Mickey Meinhofer is at second. Eric Carlson at third. Lorenzo Debrecht is the shortstop. I can't read Liam's writing at all about left field, so I'm going to have to.
That's why you shouldn't make me make the fielding charts,
this
Benjamin.
Is a ridiculous fielding chart. I can't read a word of it.
It is.
Noah Daubin is in left
Noah
field.
Daubin.
Corey Zimmerman, I believe, is in center field, and Matt.
Now you know why
right.
all my professors hate me.
And well, now you know why I don't give handwritten tests.
Exactly.
There's a fastball, 2-0.
People have told me that I'd make a good doctor because of my handwriting, because I got that doctor handwriting.
Incoherent.
Yeah.
2-0 the count. Strom over first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, hit hard on the ground to third. It's off his glove.
Ooh.
The shortstop picks it up. Throw to first is not going to be in time. That'll be an error on the third baseman, Carlson. It's a tough error because the ball was hit hard, but it was hit right to him. So the Crabs got something going right away here with runners on first and second, nobody out. Here's Jackson Critch.
At bat, your second baseman, number 4, Jackson Critch.
Critch comes in, batting .339. And the first pitch to Critch is a fastball low and away, 1-0. So Strom out at second, O'Boy at first. Nobody out, bottom of the first inning. The wind is blowing gently out towards left center field. Critch waits for the pitch, and there's a high bounder down towards third. Swinging bunt, third baseman on the run, makes a nice play and throws him out. So that was a good play by Eric Carlson there to get Critch. The runners advance on the play. And now with runners at second and third and one out, here's McCarthy Tatum. Tatum, maybe the Crabs' best slugger. He's batting .347 with a .508 slugging percentage and a .419 on-base percentage. Second and third, one out. Here's Tatum. Effenbach sets and deals a fastball in there on the inside corner for a called strike. I like the way this umpire makes a strike call. He stands straight up and points to the distant western horizon. It's very sort of philosophical.
Only you would say that.
0-1 the count. I mean, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There it is again. See 0-2. He just sort of points towards the west. Like the setting sun, Odom Tatum is behind 0-2.
Well, you and every other philosophy professor that's also a baseball announcer. There's probably others.
McCarthy Tatum's at bat is setting quickly here. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball down and away, 1-2. This is a new home plate umpire, right?
I think he umpired.
What's his name? I mean his name though. I don't mean he's new. I mean he's new to us. There's a high hopper
J.J.
foul.
Norton.
J.J. Norton. I don't think we've seen him behind home plate before. I don't think he's been an umpire here before.
He has umpired here before
okay.
earlier, but he was on the bases somewhere.
I see.
He was behind home plate for the B-52's Puff Caps game that I went to.
Okay. 1-2 the count.
And he was a little bit inconsistent back then, so hopefully he's
Well, he's got Tim
better.
Lincecum's hair, so
Yeah.
he's the 1-2, and Tim Lincecum's was pretty inconsistent there.
Yeah.
So that's consistent. A ball and 2 strike, the count remains. Here's the pitch. High fastball, and he reaches out, hits it high in the air and foul and out of play. Count remains ball and 2 strikes to McCarthy Tatum. Connor Blair on deck. Strom at second, at third, O'Boy at second. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Lights now coming on. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner.
Well,
and there are 2 away.
Back when J.J. Norton was umpiring the B-52s game, his strike zone was pretty large, and we're seeing that again tonight.
Yeah, I didn't think that was an unreasonable strike call.
Yeah.
Number 13, Connor Blair.
So here's Connor Blair, batting .299, .418 on base percentage. So Crabs still with 2 runners out there on the bases, and now 2 outs. Blair, the last chance to bring him in. There's a breaking pitch that misses outside. 1-0. The 1-0 cued foul over towards the Reading Colt 45's dugout. Colt 45's was the original name of the Houston Astros. Yeah, I think they only had that name for about a year, and then they changed it to the Astros. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses high and away, 2-1.
I like Colt 45s more than Astros, personally.
Yeah.
I think it's a cooler name.
2-1 the count. And the pitch. And it's down low. It trickles away from the catcher, but no advance. 3-1. Well, they went with Astros because, of course, Houston Control was where they were controlling the Apollo moon launches.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And so that was obviously a source of pride for Houston. 3-1 the count. And the pitch. Rides high with a fastball, ball 4. So that'll load the bases with 2 outs for Ramon Enriquez. Enriquez comes in batting .254, 12 RBIs, and he's got a chance for more here with the bases, as our old friend Hoke would say, FOC, full of crustaceans, and 2 away. And the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. A good fastball from Effenbach. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. In the air to center field. Playable. Center field Zimmerman coming in on it. And he has it for out number 3. Crabs load the bases, but leave them all on the pads. No runs. There was 1 hit. There was an error and 3 left. And at the end of 1, we have no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second inning, it'll be Kessel, Carlson, and Cisneros for the Reading Colt 45's against Chris Brown and the Crabs.
It's there at the souvenir stand that you'll now find Crabs Baseball 2018 team cards now available.
You may have heard that over the PA announcement, but if you didn't hear that announcement, you can now get the Crabs PA cards. I mean, Crabs baseball cards are available at the concession stand next time you come into the ballpark, and people love to collect those cards. And kids can get them, of course, and get them autographed. It's all very cool.
My little brother Finn has a huge collection of those.
Does he really?
We've gotten over the years, yeah.
It's a fastball down low, 1-0 to Kessel. So Kessel comes in batting .243. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. It's kind of a Statue of Liberty thing the umpire does. Maybe there's some reference there. Although he's not holding a lamp, he does point. 1-1, swung on a miss, took something off, and it's 1-2 now to Kessel.
I've seen umpires, when there's a strike three, they'll put their right arm straight in the air.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He turns to the Crabs dugout and pulls one arm forward and then pulls it back like he's pulling a heavy rope or something.
Yeah.
1-2 the count. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 2-2. I like that. I think it's cool. I mean, I'm not really making fun. I mean, it sounds like I'm making fun of him. I'm not. I think
it's cool to see like the home plate umpire. Different home plate umpires have different styles.
He has his own style, and it's cool.
Yeah.
2-2 the count.
Kind of boring to see the same thing.
There's a base hit right up the middle. So Kessel aboard. First hit of the game for Reading. And here's, what's his first name? Eric Carlson.
Next up, third baseman, number 9, Eric Carlson.
Eric Carlson, the third baseman. And I'm trying to find his. Eric Carlson batting .333. He has a .402 slugging and a .443 on base percentage. Here's the pitch. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. So I don't think I set the Crabs defensively. It's Chris Brown on the mound. Ramon Enriquez is the catcher. Chase Larson at first. Jackson Critch at second. Wesley Gone-Gibson at third. And Shaggy Cantu at short. The next pitch is lined right at Cantu. He throws back to first. Not quite in time. In fact, it gets past the first baseman, but no further advance. McCarthy Tatum in left. Kellen Strom in center. And Connor Blair is in right field. So 1 out.
At bat, designated hitter number 34, Alec Cisneros.
So here's Alec, and I think it's pronounced. It looks like Cisneros on the lineup card, but it's actually Ceniceros. Alex Ceniceros. 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 He's batting .167. Here's the pitch. And he takes inside, and that gets away from Enriquez. That's going to be a pass ball as Kessel goes down to second. So 1 out, runner at second now. And the count 1-1 to Ceniceros. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the left field line. Tatum on the run in foul territory in the Crabs bullpen. He dives. Did he catch it? Indeed he did. What a play by McCarthy Tatum. Man,
nice.
He can do it all.
Wow.
He had to run all the way into the Crabs bullpen to make the catch, and he fell over the pitching mound and still managed to hang on to the ball. Nice. The runner holds at second.
Yeah, he took quite a tumble
Yes, he did.
down there.
Game shout out
But he looks okay.
2 away, nice.
I mean, what can't McCarthy Tatum do?
I know. He's fast on the bases. He leads the Crabs in stolen bases. He leads in slugging. And now a fine defensive play in left field. And he's been great at first base. So here's Max Werner. And let's see. Werner comes in. Batting .297. He has a .486 slugging and a .550 on base percentage. So another heavy hitter for the Colt 45's. Runner out at second, 2 outs. Brown rocks and comes home with a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate at the letters for a called strike. The fastball misses away, 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and missed 1-2. Kessel out at second, 2 away. 1-2 the count. No score. Top of the second inning. Brown's next pitch. This is down low. 2-2. The 2-2. Called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Second strikeout for Brown, and it ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors. A runner left. And at the end of an inning and a half, no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Compass Community Credit Union, introducing Compass Community Credit Union, formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union, now open to the community, offering absolutely free checking with 0 requirements, and they have super low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. You can call them at 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org. New name, same great credit union since 1951. Here's Wesley Gone Gibson. To lead it off the second inning for the Crabs. Gone Gibson swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Batting .301 with a .434 slugging and a .453 on base percentage. Here's the 0-1, and that's hit high in the air and deep to left field. Going back as a left fielder, he's at the fence. It's going to bounce up against the fence. Gone Gibson will cruise in the second with a stand-up double.
Next up,
That'll bring Shoggy Cantu to the bat.
Shoggy Cantu.
Batting now under 100. I'm sorry to say.
Ooh.
Yeah. He only has 5 hits in 52 at bats, and he hits that one high in the air to right field. The right fielder going back. He makes the catch. The runner will tag and move with the third.
He's in there for his defense, though.
Yeah, I mean he's been great on the defense.
Next up, your first baseman.
So Gone Gibson over at third. Here's Chase Larson. Chase Larson is batting .209. Chance for an RBI. With Gone Gibson over at third, and the first pitch to Larson, he's way out in front of a breaking pitch. The 0-1 in the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher Carlson Kessel. One and one the count. And the pitch. This is down and away, 2-1. From the set, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Popped high in the air on the infield, right side. First baseman is under it, and he has it for out number 2. Back to the top of the order. Here's Kellen Strom, led off the first inning with a single.
Leading the lineup for your humble crabs, number 18, Kellen Strom.
Gone Gibson still over at third, waiting for someone to bring him in. From the set, here's the pitch. Fastball down and away, 1-0. Next pitch is hit in the air to right field, dropping, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Crabs lead 1-0. Second hit of the night for Kellen Strom, and he'll get the RBI as Gone Gibson comes in to score. Here's Jackson O'Boy aboard on an error by the third baseman in his first at bat. From the set, Effenbach, runner goes, and the pitch is a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. So Strom steals second. For Strom, that is stolen base number 13. He's been caught 3 times. That's third on the team. So Strom now in scoring position with the count 0-1 to O'Boy. And here comes the pitch. Rides high with a look like a change. One and one the count. He's going. The pitch is hit high in the air and foul. It's going to drift into the seats. A ball and 2 strikes to count to old boy. Effenbach sets and deals. Fouled up against the screens. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. One hop out to shortstop. He has it. Throw to first in time for out number 3. Crabs get a run on a couple of hits. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 2, it's 1-0 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Slice of Humboldt Pie. At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh, hot and ready to eat there or take away. They have meat, vegetarian, vegan, as well as gluten-free hand pies. And you can order a slice of pie online using the app and get 10% off your first order. They're also to be found at the plaza, off the plaza at 828 I Street.
So good.
At bat for the Colt 45's, number 10, Noah Dalvin.
Noah Dalvin to lead it off for the Colt 45's, trailing 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Dalvin takes a pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. It's 0-1. Dalvin, let's see what his stats look like. Dalvin batting .364. He's only been in 6 games, though. He swings and misses at the next pitch. It's 0-1. 0-2, I mean. The next pitch is a slider away, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, and that misses outside. Another slider. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 down low, and the count goes full. So he had him 0-2, and now he's a pitch away from walking him. Next pitch is grounded over to first. Larson will take it to the bag himself for out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Mickey Meinhofer.
Mickey Meinhofer.
Meinhofer batting .277. Here's the pitch. And he hits it high in the air down the right field line. And it'll be the right fielder, Blair, in foul territory to put it away for out number 2. Back to the top of the order.
Leading the lineup for the Colts.
Cordy Zimmerman,
Number 22,
who walked in his first appearance, will come to the bat with nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right over the heart of the plate with a slider, and it's 0-1. No runs, a hit, and 1 error for the Colt 45's. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Brown's next pitch is a fastball that is inside, just inside. 1-1. The 1-1 cued foul up against the backstop. 1-2 the count. One and two. Here's the pitch. This is down and away. 2-2 to count. The 2-2 breaking pitch misses low and inside, and the count goes full. The pitch. Hit high in the air on the right side, drifting towards the foul line. It'll be the second baseman, Critch, to go over and get it for out number 3. Colt 45's go in order in the third. Crabs lead 1-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Jackson Critch to lead it off for the Crabs. Grounded to third base in his first at bat. Crabs leading 1-0.
Jackson Critch at the plate.
Andrew Effenbach still on the mound for the Colt 45's, and the first pitch is a fastball down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 right down the middle for a called strike. 1-1 now to Critch. The next pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. Next pitch is a slider down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High in the air to right center field. Right fielder on his horse. It's going to go to the track and be caught at the warning track right in front of the 338 sign for out number 1. McCarthy Tatum will come to the bat. Tatum struck out looking in his first at bat.
Next up, number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
And the first pitch to Tatum is a fastball low and away. 1-0. The next pitch is a slider away, 2-0. And the next pitch is fouled up against the backstop. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. Fastball called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes even to Tatum. Two, way outside, all the way to the backstop as it glances off the catcher's mitt. 3-2. Interesting little tidbit. Only the first baseman and the catcher have mitts. Everybody else has gloves.
Learn something new every day.
Yep. For precise baseball language, here's the 3-2 pitch. And that's hit in the air to right center field. And deep center fielder going back. And he dives, and he's not going to get it. It's going to roll up against the fence. McCarthy Tatum will cruise into second with a stand-up double. Connor Blair will come to the bat. Walked in his first appearance. Crabs leading 1-0, looking for another one here with one out in the bottom of the third and a runner out at second. Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball away. It's 1-0. From the set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hit at the shortstop on one hop. He's going to go to third. They've got Tatum in a rundown. Tatum dives, and he is tagged out. Blair safe on the fielder's choice. Well, I think it's a fairly well-known rule in baseball that you shouldn't run when the ball's hit in front of you, and seems to be McCarthy Tatum violated the rule there and paid the ultimate price.
It's not great base running in that particular instance.
The ultimate baseball price, I mean. Not the ultimate price. That would be terrible.
Also, no throwing behind the runner.
Here's Enriquez. He's 0 for 1. Oh, that's right. No throwing behind the runner. And don't walk the leadoff batter. Next pitch is actually time is called.
And the biggest one is don't let the other team score more runs than you.
Baseball wisdom. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball inside. 1-0 now to Enriquez. The 1-0 fouled out of play. One and one the count. And the runner goes. The pitch is high. The throw down the second is a good one. He's a dead duck. Nice throw by the catcher, Carlson Kessel. And Blair cut down 2-6. For the Crabs, no runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 3, they lead at 1-0. Liam will be along to bring you the middle innings. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 4th inning. Crabs lead at 1-0. Chris Brown on the mound. He's only allowed 1 hit through the first 3 innings so far. And lead off for the Reading Colt 45's will be Lorenzo Debrecht. He's 0 for 1 so far to start this one. First pitch to Debrecht is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the shortstop, Chagi Cantu. He'll get up and throw to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. 6-3 ground out will be how this inning gets started. That'll bring up Mike Ciancio. First pitch is just inside, and it's 1-0. Pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Swung on and foul at the plate, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is low, and it's 2-2. We're joined by a special guest here in the booth. This is my little brother, Finn Warner.
Hello.
So how are you enjoying this game so far?
It's been pretty fun. It's been a close game so far.
2-2 pitch is just inside, and it's 3-2. Yeah, Chris Brown's had a good game so far. He's only allowed 1 hit.
Well, yeah.
Payoff pitch. And it's swung on and driven to center field. Strom's going to come in, and then he's going to go back, and it's over his head and off the wall.
It.
And Mike Ciancio is going to round second, and he's going to stay at second with a 1-out double.
Was that an error or a hit?
I think that's a hit.
That was a hit? Okay.
Our official scorer, Benjamin, is out of the booth at the moment, so that's my judgment. So, yeah, what happened on that fly ball, Finn?
He didn't think it would carry that much.
Yeah, and
he
then
ran in just too much.
Then he had to run back, and the ball was already over his head. That'll bring up Wilson Kessel. First pitch to Kessel's outside, and it's 1-0.
Benjamin is enjoying his
while
watching the game.
1-0 pitch is inside, and it's 2-0. That double was only the second hit of the game for the Colt 45's.
Definitely a hard hit ball.
Yeah, definitely the hardest hit ball of the game so far. 2-0 is swung on and fouled out of play, and it's 2-1. Runner at second, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch is outside, and it's 3-1. Well, Finn, do you think Chris Brown is going to give in to the hitter and try to throw a strike, or is he going to not give him anything good to hit right here and let him go to the open base?
I think he's going to give him something good to hit. Hope he hasn't lost the strike zone.
3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it goes full, 3-2. Payoff pitch to Wilson Kessel, and it's swung on and fouled out of play, and will stay 3-2.
He looks like he's really trying to get a hit right now, trying to drive him in from second.
Oh, yeah. Chris Brown's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, he has.
The runner in scoring position, he's trying to capitalize. Payoff pitch again, and it's fouled off again. Still 3-2.
Staying alive.
This weekend, for the first time, the Humboldt Crabs host the Ventura County Pirates.
I'll do the rest of the inning.
It's none other than Pirate
Okay.
Night here at Arcata Ballpark. The series opener against the Pirates. Yes, that's right, our against Pirate Night Friday night at 7 o'clock.
Long look in, and the payoff pitch to Wilson Kessel is inside, ball 4. Still be runners at first and second with 1 out. That'll bring up Eric Carlson.
You could tell Chris Brown was kind of disappointed that
Yeah.
he let that go and let him go to first.
He did have the open base, though,
Yeah.
and that does set up the double play, so it's not the worst thing.
Number 9, Eric Carlson.
But certainly, looking at the batting stats for the Colt 45's, this is a very dangerous hitting team, and you don't want to give them any more base runners. Runners at first and second, 1 out. The pitch to Carlson is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, because, they could get a big hit at any time.
Yeah. Certainly a dangerous team.
As I recall, I think one of the games in Reading went 20 innings.
At 20 innings. Ended it around
And
1:40 a.m.
Choggy Cantu pitched.
0-1 pitch is inside, 1-1.
And on Jared Milch's player card, it says that he got the walk-off. And he's a pitcher.
Got the walk-off, huh?
That's what it says on his player card.
They were the visiting team, so it wouldn't be a walk-off. It would be the go-ahead run.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what
That
it
wouldn't
says on the
surprise
card.
me, because at that point, you go 20 innings, you're going to start putting anybody in that can swing a bat,
Yeah.
even if it's a pitcher.
Choggy pitched.
1-2, 1 out. Pitch is just low, and it's 2-2.
Well, this umpire, he umped a couple of my Little League games.
Yeah, and you play for Barnes.
I play for the Arcata Barnes and Arcata All-Stars, and
2-2 pitch. It's in the dirt, full count.
he wasn't the best.
Yeah.
He threatened to throw out my Little League coach because the coach was arguing a lot.
So you're saying J.J. Norton might have a short fuse.
He might, because it didn't take long for him to get mad at my coach.
Benjamin's saying maybe we should test it out. Runners go, and the pitch is fouled back, and we'll stay 3-2.
Yeah,
Of course,
but
Benjamin would want to.
but
wanna
my
see some action
my
happening.
coach was getting pretty mad.
Yeah. Well, being an umpire is a difficult job.
He hasn't done terrible. He's actually done pretty good so far today.
Yeah, I would say his strike zone
Unless
tonight.
I didn't see something.
No, I agree.
but-
His strike zone's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
The full count pitch is inside, and I think that hit him. I think J.J. Norton said it hit him, so the ball's going to be dead. It trickled behind the catcher.
Well, bases loaded, and
So bases loaded, 1 out.
with a dangerous hitting team, and the pitching coach Eric Ciccone is coming out to check with Chris Brown.
Yeah. So Chris Brown, who does Chris Brown listen to before his games? Finn?
Chris Brown,
The R&B singer Chris Brown.
who recently got arrested
Yeah.
again.
Grab yourself a
Meeting on the mound. And the hitter will be Alec Siniceros. All right, so meeting on the mound's broken up. Everyone will return to their positions.
Siniceros. If you wouldn't have said it, I don't think I would have known how to pronounce it.
I might be butchering that.
Well, before the game, the Colt 45's kind of messed up their lineup.
Yeah, they put
two center
fielders on their lineup, which does happen. It's happened before this season. And they're not the only ones that have done it. First pitch, Siniceros is grounded up the middle. The shortstop, Cantu, is able to get the out at second by himself, and the run's going to score.
Very slow grounder up the middle.
So this game is tied 1-1 as Cantu will get the fielder's choice, force out at second.
Cantu barely got that out.
Yeah, he looked to have bobbled it a little bit, but was able to get a foot on second. So overall, good play by Chagi Cantu.
Yeah, he kind of bobbled it a little bit, but he came up with it in the end, got the out.
So 1-1 now here in the top of the fourth. I'll bring up Max Werner. First pitch to Werner, outside, 1-0. Chris Brown looking to get out of this inning. This has been the first tough inning of the ball game for him so far. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, this home plate umpire umped a B-52s game that we went to, and the B-52s
1-1 swung on and missed.
The B-52s coach got pretty mad at him. He said, I think you're inconsistent and terrible at your job.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said.
The manager of the B-52s is not happy with J.J. Norton that night.
Yeah.
But again, like we've said, I think he's done a pretty good job tonight.
He's done a good job.
Brilliant.
Benjamin says he's done brilliant. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and driven into shallow center field.
Can he get that? And yes, he can.
The center fielder, Strom, races back to make the catch, and that'll end it here in the top of the fourth. The Reading Colt 45's get one run. This game is tied 1-1. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth inning. The score is tied at 1. Been a really close game so far. It's always a good game between the Crabs and the Reading Colt 45's. And Ramon Enriquez will lead it off for the Crabs. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Against the Colt 45 45's pitcher, Andrew Eppenbach. First pitch to Enriquez is up high, and it's 1-0. RBI single by Kellen Strom is the only run up on the board for the Crabs so far.
Both teams will like if they came out for a very good inning. And
1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1.
gets far ahead the other team.
This is a big game for the Crabs, having lost their last 2 games. 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike again. It's 1-2, especially after losing a very frustrating game in 14 innings to the Puff Caps.
And them playing, I guess we can say a rival.
1-2 pitch swung on a missed, strike 3.
And
that's how this inning gets started, with the strikeout by Ramon Enriquez. That'll bring up Wesley Gone Gibson.
Well, I remember in a tournament game where the Crabs were not playing, the Puff Caps against the Mudcats. The Puff Caps just assumed that there was a mercy rule and walked off the field. And the whole crowd was super mad at everyone. The coaches were mad.
First pitch to Gone Gibson, fouled off. Yeah, that was
It was weird.
Weird situation. The Puff Caps were up by more than 10 runs, and they had assumed that the mercy rule was in effect when it actually was not, and they just left the field along with the Mudcats.
Even our announcer was
0-1 pitch,
mad.
fouled back out of play, 0-2.
Pretty much everyone was mad.
Yeah, that was a weird situation. That's when I had first started working up in the booth for the Crabs, and yeah, that was odd.
Very
0-2
odd.
pitch is just outside, and it's 1-2. That's why I think now, we make it very clear if the mercy rule is in effect, that everyone knows that it's in effect. 1-2 pitch is just low to Gone Gibson, and the count goes to 2-2.
I don't think there wasn't one human that was in the park that wasn't mad that the Puff Caps just walked off the field.
Except for the Puff Caps.
Except for the Puff Caps.
2-2 pitch, swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Debrecht. He's going to get up and throw high, and it's going to go over the first baseman's head. And Gone Gibson is going to reach on the error by the shortstop, Debrecht.
He was trying to really make sure that the ball got to the first baseman really, really quickly.
Well, the shortstop has a cannon of an arm. He has a nice arm. It's just he put a little too much juice on it.
Too much oomph.
Too much oomph is right.
That is an E6.
That'll bring up Chagi Cantu. First pitch to Chaggy's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Santiago Cantu.
Yes. But he prefers to be called Chaggy. The 0-1 is low and outside, and it's 1-1. Not having a great season so far for the Crabs at the plate is Chaggy, but he's really been brilliant, especially at the shortstop position. Throw to first, runner is back safely. He doesn't take his at-bats out to the field. Throw to first again, and Gone Gibson back safely. Andrew Eppenbach is especially concerned with Wesley Gone Gibson over there at first.
Gone Gibson has a couple of stolen bases, I think.
1-1 pitch is in the dirt and gets behind the catcher, Wilson Kessel, and that'll allow Gone Gibson to go to second on the wild pitch.
But he is not the fastest on the team. Who do you think is the fastest? Kellen Strom?
I don't know. If you go by stolen bases, McCarthy Tatum, he has the most stolen bases on the team. I don't know. You see these guys up close, Finn. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down Nextville bleachers, on the bleachers a lot of the time, and I've been bat boy a lot.
Pitch fouled back, 2-2.
I think, well, McCarthy Tatum has speed because of how tall he is, and he has really long legs. Kellen has very long strides. Kellen Strom has smaller and faster strides. So
2-2 is low.
I
and the
don't
count
know
goes
who's
3-2.
faster.
Yeah, different body types, huh?
Yeah.
Runner on second. Count is full. The Choggy Con 2, and there's one out. The pitch is swung on and slowly grounded to the third baseman, Carlson. He's going to get up and throw to first, and they got him for the second out.
That was close.
And the shortstop, Debrecht, well, it looks like he was running into the dugout, but I think he was just telling the third baseman something.
And the Crabs fans are mad about that call.
I thought that was a good call.
Yep. Just Crabs fans kind of get
They are passionate.
they're very passionate.
Crabs fans
about
are a
their
passionate
team.
fan base, and we love
Yes,
that.
that is great.
That'll bring up Chase Larson. First pitch to Larson is swung on and driven into center field. Zimmerman's going to go back a few steps, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the fourth inning. Crabs don't get any runs, and we'll head to the top of the fifth inning. The score is tied at 1. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the fifth inning. The score is tied at 1.
Chris Brown going back out
And he'll face
for another inning.
Noah Daubin. Daubin is 0 for 1 so far in this game. First pitch to Daubin is just low, and it's 1-0. One-0 pitch is low, and it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch to Daubin is in the dirt, and it's 3-0. And Chris Brown
has maybe lost his strike zone. He has had a couple at bats lately that has gone to a 3-something count.
3-0 is in there for a called strike, and it's 3-1. Yeah, he was cruising through the first 3 innings. In the fourth inning, gave up a run and was knocked around a little bit. 3-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and its count goes full, 3-2.
Third full count so far. Is that what it is?
And called strike 3 to Noah Daubin, and that's how this inning will get started.
And you can tell Daubin was not very happy about that call.
That is Chris Brown's second strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Mickey Meinhofer. First pitch to Meinhofer, swung and grounded to the third baseman, Gong Gibson, and
an error. 5 to Wesley.
He can't handle it, and that'll be an error.
It wasn't too hard of a ground ball. I think he just tried to play it too quick, tried to get him out as quick as possible, and it just got away from him.
Maybe he was thinking about the throw before he was thinking about the catch.
Yep.
So that's the first error of the game for the Crabs. Colt 45's already have 2 errors, and that'll bring up Kobe Zimmerman.
Kobe.
First pitch to Zimmerman is way outside, and it's 1-0. Throw to first, and Meinhofer is back safely.
Not too many people here on this beautiful Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to come to a game where the attendance is pretty light and the food line and beer line are not going to be too bad, they got the runner picked off, and they're going to throw to second, and they got him.
It looked like they missed the tag. Yeah, it looked like they missed the tag.
Yeah, the umpire called him out. Chris Brown had Mickey Meinhofer
he
picked
definitely
off.
Missed the tag.
He threw to the first baseman, then they threw to the shortstop, so it'll go 1-3-6 on the pickoff, and there's 2 away.
Definitely looked
yeah,
like
I thought he was safe.
Yeah, I think he got under it. Maybe we just didn't have the best angle, but
1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is inside and bounces off the catcher, Ramon Enriquez's glove. There's nobody on base. That'll be of no consequence. The 2-1 pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-1.
Is there a code for the?
He keeps on getting into counts where there's 3 balls.
3-1 pitch is swung on and popped up down the foul line, first base foul line. That'll go out of play. Count goes full 3-2. I'll get it as soon as this happening. Or yeah, you can just click sign in. Full count to Kobe Zimmerman. Nobody on base, thanks to the pickoff by Chris Brown. And the full count pitch is low, and that's ball 4.
He might be losing the strike zone.
Yeah, he's been a little bit more around the strike zone in the past few innings.
Giacone has already had a mound visit with him.
Now I'll bring up Lorenzo Debrecht as he lines
That
one
is
into
launched.
left field, and McCarthy Tatum will make the catch.
Looks like a gapper.
Yeah, and that'll end the top of the 5th. Score is still tied at 1. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kellen Strom will lead it off for the Humble Crabs against Andrew Eppenbach. They have not been able to get Kellen Strom out so far. He's 2 for 2. Been one of the standout hitters for the Crabs so far, right, Finn?
Yeah, he has.
First pitch to Strom is outside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch to Strom is swung on and lined right over the pitcher's head into center field for a base hit.
That was almost dangerous.
Yeah, that's scary.
That was almost an injury, head injury.
Well,
that was
just missed Andrew Eppenbach's head and went into center
field. Hit very hard into center for a single. Strom has yet to been gotten out.
3 for 3 so far in this game.
3 for 3, man. Now batting, number 34, Jackson O'Boy.
Jackson O'Boy 0 for 2.
Would love to get a hit.
Oh, yes. First pitch to O'Boy is fouled out of play, and it's 0-1.
On deck, Jackson Critch.
0-1 pitch. Jackson O'Boy is swung on and fly ball down the right field line, and it's going to go out of play, and it's 0-2.
He's probably not happy about getting into an 0-2 count, because those two pitches were pretty hittable.
He's going to have to protect with 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch is way outside in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
Try to make him chase there.
One-two count to Jackson O'Boy. The pitch is just outside.
Just
it's 2-2.
outside.
J.J. Norton has been giving that outside corner the whole game and didn't give it there.
That was almost a backwards K for
Andrew Eppenbach. 2-2 pitch is low, and the count goes full 3-2. Kellen Strom doing the dance over at first, trying to fake the pitcher into thinking he's going.
J.J. Norton has been doing pretty good. He's been pretty consistent so far behind the plate.
Full count pitch, and it's outside ball 4, and Kellen Strom was going, but that won't matter as he'll get to second on Jackson O'Boy's walk, and it'll be first and second with nobody out. That'll bring up Jackson Critch. Oh for 2 so far. J.J. Norton going to collect some more baseballs.
Critch is talking to J.J. Norton about something.
Probably just exchanging small talk. First pitch to Jackson Critch is outside, and he gets away from the catcher, Wilson Kessel. And Strom and O'Boy will advance on the wild pitch. Runners at second and third, no out for the Crabs. Perfect situation to take the lead. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and popped out of play. The count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and popped behind home plate, out of play, foul.
And behind the booth.
Count goes to 1-2 over our heads. Critch looking to give the Crabs a lead here in the bottom of the fifth. The score's tied at 1. 1-2 pitch is outside, and it's 2-2. Two-two's outside, and it gets away from the catcher, Wilson Kessel, and Strom's going to come in to score on the wild pitch.
Jackson O'Boy to third.
And the Crabs lead it 2-1.
Not the best way to give up a run.
Yeah, 2 wild pitches in the inning so far for Andrew Eppenbach. That last one results in the Crabs taking the lead. Yeah, Benjamin says there's no bad way to score. And I agree.
I mean, not the best way to give up a run.
From the perspective of the pitcher,
Yeah.
as the 3-2 pitch is grounded to DeBrecht, who is in on the play, and he'll throw to first for the first out, and O'Boy will stay at third.
Let's hear from the bat boy, Tanner Key.
So Critch grounded right to Lorenzo DeBrecht, who is in on the lip of the grass, and that'll bring up McCarthy Tatum with the runner at third and 1 out. And the whole infield is in now.
Trying to get him out at home on a ground ball.
Pitch is low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and popped down the first base line and out of play. Foul ball, and it's 1-1. One count to McCarthy Tatum. And the pitch is up high, and the count goes to 2-1. Eppenbach with the 2-1. And it's swung on and fouled on the F Street, and the count goes to 2-2. McCarthy Tatum 1 for 2 so far, looking to add at least another RBI to his total. 2-2 pitch is swung on and driven into center field. Kobe Zimmerman going back, and it's going to be off the wall. Jackson O'Boy is going to score easily.
RBI double for McCarthy Tatum.
That's right, and the Crabs lead it 3-1.
That is clutch right there. 3-1 Crabs. The Crabs have 4 more hits than the Colt 45's.
McCarthy Tatum's been doing that all year.
That is Tatum. RBI number 28.
That's Tatum's 28th RBI on the season.
Runner at second, 1 out, and that'll bring up Connor Blair. He takes the pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1.
And the Crabs fans are roasting J.J. Norton's hair.
He's got that Tim Lincecum hair.
I'm not going to lie. I like that hair.
I like it too. The 1 pitch is just outside, and it's 1-1. Not sure if anyone in the listening audience has ever seen the show Workaholics on Comedy Central, but he looks like Blake from the TV show Workaholics. Some people might know what I'm talking about. The 1-1 pitch is up high, and it's 2-1.
There's also a song called Workaholics that I like.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of that song, there is a clip from the show Workaholics.
Yeah, exactly. 2-1 count. Connor Blair, runner at second, 1 out. Crabs lead it 3-1. 2-1 pitch, runner goes. It's a called strike. The throw to third, and they're going to get him for the second out of the inning.
I mean,
as McCarthy Tatum is caught stealing at third.
I don't blame Tatum for running because he has the most steals on the team.
Yeah, it was a good throw by the catcher, Wilson Kessel, who kind of led the third baseman, Eric Carlson, right into McCarthy Tatum and made the tag a little bit easier, given that the throw was a bit offline.
If that throw was higher, I think Tatum would have been safe.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch is swung on and driven into left field. And the left fielder, Dalbin, is going to make the catch, and that'll end the bottom of the 5th. The Crabs get 2 runs, and they lead it 3-1. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Crabs have taken the lead 3-1 after a 2-run inning in the bottom of the 5th.
Over the break, I noticed that neither Coco Figueredo or Otis Statham are playing in this game. I mean, Coco Figueredo did probably need a break because he plays almost every game.
Yeah.
And Otis Statham probably needed the same thing. And Zach Wallace is dancing to the band in the dugout.
Well, I mean,
it's the world famous Crabgrass Band. You have to dance.
Yes, you have to dance to the Crabgrass Band. One of the staples of the Arcata Ballpark. Mike Ciancio will lead off for the Reading Colt 45's. 3-1 Crabs here in the top of the 6th. First pitch is swung on and lifted into right field. Blair going back, and he will make the catch for the first out. He kind of broke in a little bit and then
catches it on the warning track.
Then had to run back a few steps. That's the first out here on the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Wilson Kessel, who threw McCarthy Tatum out, trying to steal third in the bottom of the 5th.
Throw, led the third baseman right into McCarthy Tatum.
First pitch to Kessel inside. Yeah, the throw was a little bit offline from the bag, but it led the third baseman right into the tag. The 1-0 pitch to Wilson Kessel is outside, and it's 2-0. Chris Brown still on the mound. He's pitched a very good game so far. He's only given up 1 run on 2 hits.
Has gotten in a couple counts.
Oh, yeah. But who doesn't?
3 balls.
2-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1.
Kind of seemed like he lost the strike zone at one point in the game.
Yeah, he did. He's had a tougher last few innings. The 2-1 pitch is in there for a called strike, 2-2. But nonetheless, he has still pitched a great game so far. Two count to Wilson Kessel, and it's swung on and grounded right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So the Reading Colt 45's will have a runner on first with 1 out. That's going to bring up Eric Carlson. 3rd hit of the game for the Reading Colt 45's.
At bat for the Colt 45's, number 9, Eric Carlson.
First pitch to Carlson is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 to Carlson is hit him. That's going to be a hit by pitch, and then runners will be at first and second with 1 out.
In Reading right now, it is 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Very, very,
The high
very
temperature
hot.
in Reading tomorrow is 110 degrees.
Ooh.
And I'm sure the Reading Colt 45's are pleasantly happy that they're playing in Arcata tomorrow.
Yes.
Alec Cisneros up at the plate for the Colt 45's. Alec Sinceros. First and second, 1 out. First pitch to Sinceros is swung on and grounded right to the first baseman.
Good play by Larson.
Chase Larson. There's going to be 2 outs.
Slid to make that grab, just went to first for the easy out.
That was a hard hit ball.
2 outs.
Well played by Chase Larson. Runners will move up to second and third. That'll be 2 down here in the top of the 6th, and that'll bring up Max Warner. Warner with a 2-out RBI opportunity. First pitch to Warner is swung on and lifted down the right field foul line. First baseman Chase Larson is going to make the catch in foul territory.
2 good grabs this inning.
Indeed, and that'll end the top of the 6th. Colt 45's can't get anything. The score is still 3-1 Crabs as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 Humboldt Crabs over the Reading Colt 45's. Andrew Eppenbach still on the mound for the Colt 45's as he'll face Ramon Enriquez to start it off.
I'm surprised both Chris Brown and Eppenbach are still in the game.
Well, they both pitched pretty well. Chris Brown has pitched a little bit better. But Eppenbach has certainly not had a bad game, even though he's given up 3 runs. Just been outpitched so far. Good low-scoring game. First pitch to Ramon Enriquez is swung on and driven into left field. Dalbin is back and
off the wall.
It is off the wall. Ramon Enriquez heading around first, and he's going to slide into second with a leadoff double.
That was crushed by Ramon Enriquez.
That was almost a dinger.
Who has, I think, 2 home runs on the season. 3.
Wesley Gone Gibson will be the hitter now for the Crabs. And I'm just checking the score of the Major League Baseball All-Star game. It is in the top of the 10th inning, and the American League leads it 7-5. Now that's a game right there.
American League has won the past.
First pitch to Gone Gibson in the dirt, and that's going to get away from Wilson Kessel.
Something like that.
Ramon Enriquez is going to go to third on the wild pitch. The American League has a stacked lineup this year.
Did Brandon Belt end up making it?
I don't think so.
Man.
Brandon Crawford started.
At least one giant.
Infield's in for the Colt 45's as the pitch is taken for a strike, and it's 1-1.
That looked outside.
Well, as I said earlier, J.J. Norton's been giving that outside corner.
Yes, he has.
The 1-1 pitch is a bit high and outside, and it's 2-1.
So many players have
a lot of
home runned
home run for the American League.
The AL.
2-1 pitch is fouled off. I think Tracy Mack sent me a text that said most home runs in an all-star game, and there's been 9 so far, and it's in the 10th inning with the American League up 7-5. Ooh.
Man.
2-2 pitch is swung on, and it's a slow grounder to the pitcher, Eppenbach. He bobbles it, and he's going to throw to first, and he's still going to get the out. So good recovery by Andrew Eppenbach to get the out, and Ramon Enriquez is going to remain at third. And Robin Guyver is going to go out to the home plate umpire, J.J. Norton, and he's going to ask about that call, I think. Not sure what else he would be. He's going to go talk to the first base umpire, Michael Cowan. I assume it's about the call at first. I don't know. It looked like to me that he still got him. What do you think, Finn?
He looked like he was off the base.
Okay, maybe that's what they're discussing. Maybe that's the argument that Robin Guyver's making, and they're going to still say he's out. But I think, like you said, Robin Guyver is making the argument that the first baseman, Mike Ciancio, was off the bag. But they're not going to change the call. Ramon Enriquez remains at third. There's 1 out, and that'll bring up Chagi Cantu. Infield is in on the grass for the Colt 45's. First pitch to Chagi is popped up in the infield. The second baseman, Meinhofer, is going to make camp and make the catch for the second out. There have been a few situations in this game where the Crabs have had runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs and haven't been able to get them in.
Yep, we had, I think, bases loaded one time.
Yeah. Even though the Crabs do have the lead, it could be a much bigger lead if they would have capitalized with runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs. As the first pitch to Chase Larson is fouled out of play, and it's 0-1.
Chase Larson made a pair of good plays at first.
Hard ground ball. It was
last inning.
Hit right to him, and then a pop-up catch in foul territory. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, corralled by Wilson Kessel, and it's 1-1.
3 errors combined in the game. 2 for the Colt 45's and 1 for the Crabs.
The 1-1. Chase Larson is in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
I think the 1 error for the Crabs was by Wesley Gibson.
Yes.
When I think he was thinking about the throw before he fielded the ball.
It's a common mistake among infielders, right?
Yeah.
2-1 pitch is low again. It's 3-1.
I mean, I would know.
Yeah. You play infield.
I'm an infielder.
What's your best position on the infield?
Mainly third base and second.
Got right-handers warming up in both bullpens. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and driven into left field.
Is crushed.
Dalbin's going back, and he's going to make the catch, and that'll end the 6th inning.
Running.
Crabs will leave a runner stranded at third as we'll go to the top of the 7th inning. The score is 3-1 Crabs. Benjamin will take you the rest of the way. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark, top of the 7th inning. And here to bring you the rest of the action is the Professor Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Liam. Good job, guys. Excellent work by Finn Warner.
Yeah, he's a natural at it.
Yeah, he is. Dalbin, Meinhofer, and Zimmerman to bat here in the top of the 7th with the Crabs leading 3-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Reading. First pitch to Dalbin is in there for a called strike. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to first and struck out looking in his last at bat. Chris Brown sets and deals a fastball away. 1-1. Brown has been great. He's only given up 3 hits and just the 1 run back in the 4th inning. The next pitch is a fastball down low. 2 balls and a strike now, the count. And the pitch. Breaking pitch is in there for a called strike on the inside corner. That was a nice pitch. 2-2 the count.
7th inning, and Chris Brown is at 97 pitches. Which
I was
is
just about to ask.
pretty good.
Not bad, yeah. The 2-2 slider misses down and away, and the count goes full. Colt 45's have had chances. In the 6th inning, they had 2 on with 1 out. Couldn't get anybody home. They had 2 on, I believe, in the 5th. Couldn't get anybody home. They've only had 1 inning where they went 1-2-3. 3-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, ball 4.
See a guy in a Colt 45 shirt. I'm sure he's cold.
I saw him too, and I was going to call security. And then
Well, I mean, they do pay, the price for their
but
ticket.
I do
just
figure,
like
yeah, but
everyone else.
I think the only thing, what security would just say is, yeah, he paid to get in. And there's the free speech thing, unfortunately, here at the ballpark.
Darn.
Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Down low.
I don't know. He's only in a T-shirt, though. You'd think if he
He's from Reading.
Came from Reading, you'd be all bundled up in a
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
I think he's probably enjoying the cool.
Yeah.
1-0 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball rides high. 2-0.
110 degrees tomorrow. I mean, I've lived in Arcata almost my whole life. That is way too hot.
Yeah, I'm where I grew up. That was a regular occurrence in the summertime. Next pitch is fouled up against the screen, and I kind of like it, honestly.
Yeah.
2-1 the count. I mean, I wouldn't go out and exercise in it or whatever, but
I do not.
But
I've lived in cool coastal climates my whole life.
A 2-1 misses down and in. Throw behind the runner, and he does just get back.
Oh, was he throwing behind the runner, Benjamin?
That almost led to an unnecessary run. An unnecessary loss. 3-1 the count. And the pitch. Fastball misses away. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the top of the 7th for the Colt 45's.
He's at 104 pitches now. And
yeah, he looks like he's getting a little bit tired to me.
If Robin's not going to take him out right now, he's definitely on a very short leash.
Folks, you'll never have to wait in line for a Crab game ticket again. You can get your tickets ahead of time. Available for pre-sale at 4 Crabs ticket outlets.
Robin seemed to leave Andrew Najee Brush in Sunday's game in for
long time,
very long time. He threw up near 120 pitches, I believe.
You can always get them online as well. The Crabs website, humblecrabs.com/.
All right, well, he's out to the mound now to have a chat, and it might have just been to buy some time for the pitcher who's warming up in the bullpen. Back-to-back walks. Put runners on first and second, nobody out. So the Colt 45's trailing 3-1 with a chance to get back in the game here. Three and 1 the count. I mean, I don't know where that came from. There's no count. It's a new batter. Here's the pitch. He's bunting, and he takes it outside. One another count. And the pitch. He's bunting again. He takes the pitch down low, 2-0. So after walking 2 batters, now he's behind 2-0 to Zimmerman. The Colt 45's fan is also wearing a Colt 45's cap.
Oh.
I mean, I think we should allow one attire. You can have the cap or you can have the shirt.
Cap or shirt, not both.
2-0 count. It's fastball on the outside corner, 2-1.
I don't know, but then they might make those same rules for us when we play in Reading. If we start doing that.
That's a good point. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. And he bunts it up against the screen. And the count goes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Little tapper down towards first, but it's foul. And the count remains even. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. 3-2.
This next pitch is a big pitch in the game for Chris Brown.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to load the bases with nobody out. And then you put the tying runs in scoring position on top of it. But you obviously open the door to a much bigger inning than that. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and that's exactly what he does. Uh-oh. Okay, that's going to be it. So 3 walks to start the top of the 7th have loaded the bases for the Colt 45's, and that, I believe, is going to be all for Chris Brown.
Yep, he's going to depart the game with 111 pitches thrown.
Number 11, Chris Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, do we know who the pitcher coming in is?
It is
16.
Kenton Carruthers.
Kenton Carruthers. So let's see what stats we have on Kenton Carruthers. Kenton Carruthers comes into the game with an ERA of 3.0, 23 1/3 innings pitched, 19 hits, 8 earned runs, 9 walks, and 27 strikeouts. Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him with the bases loaded, nobody out. And the Crabs clinging to a 3-1 lead. Thanks to Harper Motors, serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used, at the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka, or you can visit them online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors will donate $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. Also, the Blue Lake Casino and Hotel, just minutes from the Pacific Ocean and the rugged mountains, and offering affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and the pristine forests. Take a dip in their outdoor heated swimming pool or their outdoor hot tub. It's open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can call them toll-free at 877-BLC-2-WIN or visit them at BlueLakeCasino.com. And on Sunday night, don't forget to tune in to Crabs Corner on Redwood Television's News Channel 3 at the 6 o'clock for a special report on the Humboldt Crabs. Insider interviews with the Crabs players and coaches, game highlights, and trivia. One lucky winner who has the correct trivia answer will receive a pair of Crabs tickets.
An update on the All-Star game. The American League has won in 10 innings, 8-6.
Wow, really?
Yeah, lots of home runs in that one.
Coming to bat for the Colt 45's, number 11, Lorenzo Debrecht.
Here's Lorenzo Debrecht, 0 for 3. Bases loaded, nobody out. Crabs leading 3-1, but Colt 45's threatening here against Kenton Carruthers. On in relief of Chris Brown. Carruthers' first pitch is a fastball tapped foul over towards the Crabs dugout. Right-hander warming in the pen for the Colt 45's. 0-1. And the pitch. Fastball away, 1-1. The 1-1 breaking pitch misses inside, 2-1. Nowhere to put this guy. So the deeper the count gets, the more the advantage shifts to Reading. 2-1. Tapped foul. 2-2 the count. Carruthers could most definitely use a strikeout here. Two balls, two strikes. Carruthers sets and deals. Breaking pitch popped in the air behind home plate. Enriquez has no idea where it is, and it doesn't matter because it drops into the stands. 2-2 remains the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away, 3-2. Three and two the count. And huge pitch right here. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Crabs. So 4 walks in a row issued by Crabs pitchers.
As you like to say, I don't have a very good feeling about this.
Oh.
and that. Yeah, both of those things. Oh, what else you say? No me gusta?
No me gusta. So 3-2 now, and the Crab base is still loaded. They have scored a run here without even taking their bat off their shoulders. Ouch. Here's the pitch to Ciancio. Swing and a miss, took something off, had him out in front. It's 0-1.
This Reading team is too good to be giving him free bases.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and 1 the count. And the pitch. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a good slider. It's 1-2 now to Ciancio. He is 1 for 3. Grounded into a double play, then he doubled, then he lined out to right. He also has scored a run. 3-2 Crabs, but the bases are loaded with nobody out for Reading. Here's the 1-2. Fouled out of play. One and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul again. And the count still 1-2. From the set, Carruthers deals, popped high in the air on the right side on the infield. Critch is under it, and he can't find it, and nobody's going to get it. It's going to drop for a hit. They've got the runner. Everybody's going to be safe.
I believe infield fly was called.
I think the infield fly must have been called. That's still going to tie the game. But why is the guy at second out? Why is the guy at second out?
I don't know, something to do with the infield.
Oh, no, the runner's advanced, so the guy at first. I don't understand what's going on. Why are there runners on the corners after that?
Yeah, the run scored.
Well, who's out? So the guy at second is out. Why is the guy at second out?
I don't know. Beats me.
What the heck? I have no idea what's going on, and everybody else seems nonplussed. So we're missing something.
Yeah.
Why would there be a runner at first? There's one out, but why would there be a runner at first?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought on the infield fly, the hitter was out regardless of
so the guy on second,
what happened.
The runner on second had to go to third, so that means the runner on first is out, and the batter is safe at first, right? But why would the guy on first be out? Well,
Yeah,
that's Debrecht. He's out. I think it's Debrecht that's out.
Yeah, I thought the hitter was out in that situation.
So did I. I'm missing something very important here. The pitch is low. The runner's going down to second, and it's into center field, and that's going to give Reading the lead. Ay, 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 ay.
All right.
So Zimmerman comes around to score on the error to make it 4-3 in favor of Reading now. And with a runner at third and only one out, the Crabs will bring the infield in on the grass. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him. So Kessel goes down on strikes. That's the first time they've gotten him out tonight.
You know what, that situation with the infield fly, that's a good thing to ask Don next time he's up here.
I still have no idea why. So there had to be the runner at first that was called out.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Is that because the second baseman was involved in the play, and he would have been forced at second? That doesn't make any sense.
That's not a.
Maybe that is it. If it drops, he would have been forced at.
Yeah, maybe it's what would have happened. So
I guess. There's a pitch in there at the knees
but
to Carlson.
That's not what I thought the rule was. I thought if infield fly is called, that
out.
means the batter is out, no matter if it's dropped or not.
That's what I thought too. All right, well, we'll have to find out. At any rate, it's 0-1 to Carlson. He's 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch twice tonight. There's a slider away. 1-1. 4-3 now in favor of Reading. They've plated 3 runs here in the 7th inning. The latest one on an error by Ramon Enriquez.
If Don Holfacker is listening, that's definitely something we want to know next time we talk to you.
The 1-1 pitch. Popped high in the air on the left side of the infield. Cantu is calling for it, and he has it for the third out. But Reading takes the lead. They got 3 runs on 1 hit. There was an error and 1 left, and at the end of 6.5, it's 4-3 in favor of Reading. This is really strange. Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, well, a quick Google search of the infield fly rule only deepens the mystery because it says there that the batter is out, just as we thought. It's the batter who's out on an infield fly rule.
Well, and I swear I saw the at least the first base umpire Michael Cowan point up to the sky, which is the standard.
It more or less has to be an infield fly. The bases are loaded, and the rule says if in the umpire's judgment it would have been caught on the infield, and most certainly would have been because Critch would have caught it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: is Critch lost it in the lights, but see, they would have called infield fly before he lost it in the lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they saw that. Maybe that's the thing: is the umpire's judgment was not that it would have been caught because the umpire could see that Critch couldn't find it. So when the ball dropped, Critch threw to second, and they forced the runner there, or threw to first, and they first.
Well, hopefully,
I don't know.
Michael Cowan will be here tomorrow, and I'll ask him what happened.
And so here's Strom leading off the inning. It's a fly ball down the right field line into fair territory, and it's caught on a nice running play by the first baseman for the first out.
Weird. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
I don't know.
But I think you're probably right. They might not have called infield fly. And they got the force out at second.
Right, that's what I think must have happened, yeah. because Critch couldn't see it in the lights. You could see Critch struggling to see it. Here's the pitch to Oh Boy, and it's a fastball in the inside corner. 0-1. The 0-1 breaking pitch misses away. 1-1. Critch tossed the first. Yeah. I think what happened is he tossed the first, and the runner held it first. And so the guy who was holding it first, he was tagged out, and the batter was safe. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. And then the runner on second moved to third, and the runner on third came home. So 1-2 now to Jackson Oh Boy. Oh Boy is 0 for 2 with a run scored. And the 1-2 misses down and away. 2-2. Is this a new pitcher for? I think this is a new pitcher for Reading.
Yeah, let me check that out.
I don't think this is the same guy because he was in the bullpen, and I don't think this is
it's number 1.
Effenbach anymore. There's a slow roller out to second base. He bobbles. He picks it up. He throws in time to get Oh Boy 2 away. So this is a new pitcher for Reading. This is Andres Lara, L-A-R-A, Andres Lara. New pitcher? Andres Lara. Lara, L-A-R-A, number 1. Right-handed pitcher. So Lara quickly gets the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, and there's a fly ball out of play to Jackson Critch.
On the pitching mound for the Colt 45's, number 1, Andres Lara. At bat for your Humble Crabs, number 4, Jackson Critch.
Critch is 0 for 4 tonight. And now the Crabs' inability to get runners home tonight with runners when they're to drive it, bring in runners from scoring position is beginning to look like a glaring problem. 1-1 the count. They've had opportunities. Slider misses away. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Ooh, rides high and inside with a fastball. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled out of play. 3-2. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Reading. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. That's right, Reading has 4 runs on 3 hits. After 4 consecutive walks by Chris Brown and Kenton Carruthers.
I mean, the Crabs should be lucky that they aren't up by more, given how dangerous of a hitting team they are and how many walks we've given them.
Yep. 3-2. Misses away, and Critch walks with 2 away.
Next up, number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
So here's McCarthy Tatum. Tatum has 2 doubles tonight. And 3 trips. Critch over at first, short lead. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. This umpire seems to have a fairly low strike zone. He's been consistent with it. 0-1 is in the dirt. 1-1. But a lot of pitches down around what look like from here down below the knees have been called strikes on both sides tonight.
He's giving that outside corner, too.
1-1 the count. Runners going. The pitch is fouled out of play. Lara with a long look in. Shakes off a sign. Now he sets. And deals. Fouled out of play.
That one hit a car.
People are cheering. It must have. Or else a baby carriage or something.
Ooh.
1-2 the count.
Oh, that's dark.
It's dark, yes. I apologize. There's a check swing, and he's gone on strikes as McCarthy Tatum.
At the end of 7 innings of play, no runs on
Crabs, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left, and at the end of 7, they trail 4-3. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 8th inning. Siniceros, Werner, and Daubin for Reading against Kent Crothers, who's on in relief of Chris Brown. Here's the pitch to Siniceros, and he takes outside 1-0. He's 0 for 3 tonight, Siniceros. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. And the next pitch is, ooh, hit him on the shoulder. Yeah, he's all right. It didn't sound good, but he's fine. So Siniceros will go down to first with nobody out to lead off the 8th inning.
Next up, number 30, Max Warner.
No action in either bullpen. Here's Max Warner, 0 for 3. And he looks down to get the signs from the third base coach. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. Short lead over first for Cisneros. A very short lead, and the throw over there is not very close because he wasn't very far off the bag. He's only a couple steps off. Now he edges off a little more. 0-1 is the fastball away, and a throw down the first, and Siniceros is back in time. So 1-1 the count. Seems to me, though, the Crabs catchers this year do throw behind the runner at first more often than we've seen in past years.
Yeah, I agree.
See it a lot nowadays. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike at the knees, 1-2. One and two the count. And it pitches way outside, and the count goes even. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch. In the air to shallow left center field. Strom coming in on it, and he has it for out number one. Siniceros holds it first. Here's Daubin, 0 for 2.
557 people at the ballpark tonight.
557.
Number 10, Noah Dobbin.
Daubin, left-handed hitter, and the first pitch is a fastball low and outside. Want to know the count. Toss to first, and he's back. The 1-0. Fouled up against the screen. 1-1.
The attendance for tonight's game, 557 of you beautiful baseball fans here on a Tuesday night.
One and one the count. Way high and outside. 2-1. The 2-1 misses high again. 3-1. One pitch, tapped foul at home plate, and the count goes full. 3-2. Runner goes. The pitch is high. And there are runners on first and second now with only one out. So Carruthers, now in relief, has walked two, and hit a batter. There's going to be a pinch runner now for Siniceros. And I didn't catch the person's number. But there is a pinch runner out there. Nicky Meinhofer will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. First and second, one out. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. So Reading looking for insurance here, leading 4-3 in the top of the 8th inning. Crabs have lost 2 in a row, and now they are in serious danger of making it 3 in a row after 13. It was 13 straight victories, right? No, it was 13 straight.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Here's the 0-1. It's a fastball that misses high. 1-1. And where's Krusty Krab when you need? Where is Krusty? No Krusty tonight. Haven't seen him. 1-1 to count. In the dirt, 2-1.
I think there's a direct correlation between the scoreline and Krusty not being here.
I agree. I mean, no Krusty. 2-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Down low, 3-1.
Carruthers is having a hard time finding the strike zone. He's laboring out there a little bit.
Yeah, clearly. 3-1 the count. He's already hit a batter and walked a guy. And the pitch. Line, the shallow right field. That's going to drop for a hit. They're going to wave the runner around second. He's coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not going to be in time, and it's 5-3 now in favor of Reading. So a sort of soft single in the right field for Meinhofer. And now Reading's ahead by 2 runs. Coming around to score is the pinch runner who came in for Siniceros.
If the result stays the same and the Crabs end up losing, the story of this game is definitely going to be all the walks. And
the
free
walks,
bases.
The free base is killing them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't walk 5 guys in an inning.
Let's see. There have been 8 total walks in this game for the Crabs.
Yep.
And that is not good against
it's not.
A team that can hit up and down the lineup like the Colt 45's can.
Well, they don't have to hit if you're walking.
Yeah, exactly. And they haven't.
Yeah, I mean,
they haven't had a big hit so far.
They've only hit the ball hard once. That was a double by Ciancio.
And the Crabs should consider themselves lucky.
Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Zimmerman tonight has walked twice, popped a second. Actually, he's walked 3 times and popped a second. So, speaking of walks, this guy has been one of the main beneficiaries. 5-3 in favor of Reading now. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 2-0. And now definitely some action in the Crabs bullpen, and rightly so.
In contrast, the Crabs have gotten 7 hits, but the Colt 45's have only walked 3 Crabs hitters.
Yeah, you can give up hits and even home runs if you don't walk anybody.
Yeah. Still win a game.
Still only 1 out. 2-0 to Zimmerman, so he's got a hitter's count up there. Carruthers looks out at second, and now he deals. That's right down the middle. 2-1. And it's a wise move by Zimmerman to take that pitch to make Carruthers prove that he can throw a strike. 2-1 the count. Tapped over the mound. Critch coming in on it. He's got to wait for it. The throw to first is not in time. Everybody's going to be safe on the infield single.
And then an infield hit like that.
Yep. Well, those don't matter that much if you don't have a bunch of guys on base already.
Yeah.
So the base is loaded now with 1 out. Here's DeBrecht. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. And now, Guyver out to the mound to have a word.
Next week, the Reading and Ringtails come to town for a midweek series, Tuesday and Wednesday night. And the return of the Pacific Union Financial Capitalists the weekend of the 27th. 29th.
Whole infield is out on the mound now. Robin heads back to the Crabs dugout.
Wednesday, the 25th, it's Superhero Night here at Arcata Ballpark. The second of a 2-game series against the Reading Ringtails.
All right, here we go with the bases loaded. 1 out. Crabs in on the corners. Double play depth up the middle. And DeBrecht waiting for the pitch. Carruthers sets and deals. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Fouled out of play, and he's ahead 0-2. from the set. Here comes the 0-2. Uh-oh, lined in the left center field. That's big trouble. That's going to go all the way up the fence. One run is in easily. Here comes the second runner to score. The runner from first is heading for third. He will make it easily into third. A 2-run double for Lorenzo Debrecht. And it's 7-3 in favor of Reading. That ball was tagged. And that's got to be it for Carruthers now.
Lorenzo Debrecht almost ran past Zimmerman on the base
Yeah, that's
paths.
the problem. Zimmerman held up for some reason, and he's getting kind of an earful over there from his coach because he held up, and he should have easily scored. So that was actually a break for the Crabs because he could have scored easily if he'd taken off like the other two runners did, but he held up for some reason and ended up at third. So now the Crabs infield in on the grass for Ciancio. 7-3 in favor of Reading.
Well, we were talking about how Reading had not gotten the big hit yet, and
that was the big one.
There we go.
Here's the pitch. He rides high with a fastball. So Zimmerman at third, Debrecht at second. A 2-run, 2 RBIs on the play for Debrecht. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle, it's 1-1. I figured that would drive Carruthers from the game, but it hasn't.
I
guess there's not much point in doing that now. With the Crabs down by 4 runs, might as well let them try to finish the inning.
2 Crabs in the bullpen.
Still only 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit down to short. He's going to come home, and they will get Zimmerman for the second out. On the play, Debrecht goes to third, and Ciancio is aboard on the fielder's choice. So a good play there by Shaggy Cantu.
Next up, number 16, Wilson Kessel.
And with 2 away, here's Wilson Kessel. He's 2 for 3. So runners on the corners now. And the pitch. Fastball is high and inside.
Jake Martin is listening to us.
All right. Hey, Jake.
He's made it as far as Ukiah, and he will see us tomorrow.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
That's awesome.
Toss to first, and the runner is picked off. Nice play by Carruthers. That'll end the inning. But they get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left, and at the end of 7.5, it's 7-3 in favor of Reading. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th inning, Crabs trailing 7-3. 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Reading. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. And unfortunately, my dreams of a humiliating defeat at the hands of the Crabs are not liable to come true tonight.
Tomorrow.
And in fact, it may actually be the opposite of what I'm wishing for.
I sure hope not.
Blair, Enriquez, and Gon Gibson for the Crabs in the bottom of the 8th. Connor Blair is 0 for 2. He takes a fastball inside. This is still Andres Lara on the mound for Reading. And the next pitch is low and outside, 2-0. Lara with a 4-run lead. He would get the win if if Reading holds on to this game. There's a fastball right down the middle. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Right down the middle, 2-2 now to Blair. Fouled out of play. Still the count is 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped high in the air behind home plate. Kessel coming back. And, he makes the catch right at the fence. A nice play.
That was a great catch.
That was a great catch. That was right up against the fence.
Robin Guyver, I think, is arguing
he didn't catch it on the bounce off the fence. He caught it on the fence, and then he bobbled it, and he hung on to it.
Yeah, Robin Guyver saying they hit the fence before he caught it, and J.J. Norton and Michael Cowan are going to have a conversation about it.
I had a very good look at it.
No, I think he's saying it was foul. Yeah, J.J. Norton. They changed the call and he said it's foul.
I guess they can save face by saying they didn't mean to call it.
And now
they didn't mean to call it an out. They meant to call that. There's no reason to say it's not an out. And so it really is an out. Or it really is just a foul ball. They didn't mean to call it out.
Now the Reading manager was out to say a few words, but nothing really of substance.
So it's a foul ball after all.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I had a very clear look at it from my angle, and he caught it. And it did bounce. After he caught it, he bobbled, and it bobbled up against fence. So maybe that counts. Maybe that counts as not having control or something. There's a high hopper to third and a nice play by Carlson, a gun over there at third base on a ball that was hit. He had to wait for it to come down and just got Blair by half a step.
You know what? I bet that's probably the case.
Yeah. Maybe the rule is that maybe they're saying he caught it, but then he bobbled it and he would have dropped it if it hadn't hit the fence, which is true.
Well, yeah, like maybe hitting the fence is the same thing as the ball hitting the ground.
Right, yeah. So Ramon Enriquez will be the hitter, and that does make sense. Although it seemed to me he had control of it, but
yeah.
Anyway, swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Odd game.
Odd game.
Yeah.
Oh, and 1 to count. Here's the pitch. Grounded. Pass short, knocked down and grabbed by the shortstop, but he won't have a play. Nice play by Lorenzo. What's his last name?
Debrecht.
I can't read it on the lineup, on the fielding chart.
Lorenzo
Debrecht. Nice play by Debrecht to even stop that ball.
Well, and he was shifted over towards the third base side, so he had to go a little bit farther than usual to get to that ball.
Fine catch, but no time to get Enriquez. So Enriquez aboard for the second time tonight. He's 2 for 4. Here's Wesley Gon Gibson, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Enriquez with a short lead over at first, and the pitch is in the dirt. So 1 out, runner at first in the bottom of the 8th. One and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Inside corner with a fastball, and it's 2-1 now to Gone Gibson. Two one, swing and a miss, a big cut there from Gone Gibson, and it's 2-2. Two pitch, swing and a miss, got him. 2 away. That's the second strikeout for Lara.
Next up, number 39, Shaggy Cantu.
Here's Shaggy Cantu, 0 for 3. I'm really rooting for Shaggy to get a hit just for the sake of his batting average.
Oh,
Next
man.
pitch misses high, 1-0. He's got to be down around
He is-
.075 at this point.
He is very due.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Should end the inning. He tosses to second for the force, and it does end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left for the Crabs. And at the end of 8, they trail 7-3. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back. Top of the 9th inning, Kessel, Carlson, Siniceros will bat for the Colt 45's. Kent Carruthers out on the mound for his 3rd inning of work.
Filled between the concession stand and right field. And a big thank you to Alchemy Distillery, the water filtration hydration station. For the Colt 45's, number 16, Wilson Kessel.
Kessel tonight is 2 for 3. Carruthers rocks and deals, swung on and missed, 0-1. 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Reading. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Crabs severely damaged by walks tonight, and that hits him on the shoulder. That's the 3rd hit batter. That's the second hit batter from. That's the second hit batter tonight from Carruthers, but it's the 3rd or 4th overall for Reading tonight. So wildness continuing here in the 9th inning.
It's a 3rd
Is it
hit
the 3rd?
batter. So that's 11 free bases given to the Reading Colt
11
45's tonight.
free bases. And the leadoff runner aboard again here in the top of the 9th. Here's Carlson. He's been hit by a pitch twice tonight. And he's lined out to short. He takes a pitch down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is tap foul towards the Reading dugout. Carlson looks down to get the sign from the third base coach. Now he's ready. Kessel with a short lead over at first. Carruthers' next pitch is a called strike on a check swing. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Carruthers rocks and deals outside, and the count goes full. Yikes. There was somebody warming in the Crabs bullpen last inning, but there's nobody out there now. 3-2. Runner goes. The pitch is way outside. Ball 4. A hit batter and a walk to lead off the 9th inning. This is looking suspiciously like the 7th inning and the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Both of which led to runs.
Yeah, both with 3 runs scored each inning, each of those innings.
Here's Siniceros, fouled out, hit into a fielder's choice, grounded out to first on a system, and then was hit by a pitch and scored in the 8th inning. First and second, nobody out. Top of the 9th inning. Is this a pinch hitter? Number 4, Mondo Rodriguez is his name. That's right. Siniceros was pulled for a pinch runner, and I think it must have been Rodriguez. Want to know the count? Slider is in the dirt. It's 2-0. And now there is a Crabs pitcher warming. Carruthers just not having it tonight. 2-0 the count. Way outside, 3-0. That was not even close. The first 3 pitches of this batter have not even been close.
It's a shame, too, because Chris Brown had such a good game tonight.
Until the 7th inning,
until
right?
the 7th inning.
He was cruising along until the 7th inning, and everything just fell apart for the Crabs in the 7th inning. He walked the first 4 hitters he saw. Actually, walked the first 3, and then Carruthers came in and walked the 4th one. There's a strike right down the middle. Three and 1. Runners go. The pitch is low. The throw down to third, and they got him. No, the pitch was low. It's ball 4.
Ball 4. I was kind of confused there for a second.
That was my fault.
Well, the third base umpire made the out signal.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
and I think he's telling the base runner at third, I'm sorry, that was my bad.
I meant to say that you weren't not out. I meant to say there's no reason why you're not out. So I really meant to say that.
That sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah. Well, it's an easy way. Just try it sometime. When
I'll get you out anything.
You make a mistake, just say, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say not that. I just forgot the not part."
Yes, exactly. I misspoke. People make mistakes.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
I'll probably misspeak again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. I have been misspeaking for days on end.
I have misspoken many times on this broadcast.
Yeah, I meant to say not.
When I say, it's 2 outs instead of 1 out, I meant
to say it's not. It's not 1 + 1 out.
Yeah, exactly.
So now a conference out on the mound as Guyver's out there. Still no change. He's going to leave Carruthers in.
Well, you were talking about how you were afraid it was going to be bludgeoning.
Yeah.
going the other way. And
it's looking bad now.
Yeah.
Reading with a chance to really bust the game open here with the bases loaded. And I don't know what Robin said out there, except maybe it's yours to.
Well, there is somebody in the bullpen now.
There is someone to blow it. I mean, to come in. But here's Werner, 0 for 4. And the next pitch is hit high in the air on the left side. Cantu is calling for it on the grass, and he has it.
Infield fly was definitely called there.
Yeah. So 1 away. That's a big out, I guess. Crab's still trailing by 4.
Next up, number 10, Noah Dobbin.
Here's Dobbin. 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored because he's walked twice. Here's the pitch. And he hits it in the center field. That's going to score a run. Strom has it. Here comes the throw. Oh, what a throw to the plate.
Oh.
And it's not in time, but that made it a way closer play than I expected it to be. Wow. That was some throw by Kellen Strom. But it's 8-3 now in favor of Reading.
Throw from Kellen Strom. Next up, number 7, Mickey Meinhofer.
So give Dobbin the sacrifice fly in the RBI. And with 2 away, here's Meinhofer.
You know, I took German in high school, and I still don't know what Meinhofer means.
Next pitch misses high. 1-0. I have no idea.
I assume that translates to something in German.
My horse or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Meinhofer? I don't know. 1-0. He's in the dirt.
I actually looked it up
2-0.
on Google Translate and didn't really come up with anything, so maybe
it's idiomatic.
Yeah.
2-0 the count. Misses away.
This
3-0.
This game is nicht gut.
No me gusta. 3-0 the count.
9.
Right down the middle, and it's 3-1 now to Meinhofer. Carlson at second, Rodriguez at first. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play onto F Street. Runners go. The pitch is hit foul out of play. Three and 2 the count. 2 outs. The pitch. Line down the right field line, but it's going to go foul into the Reading bullpen. 8-3 Reading, top of the 9th inning. Crabs in very serious trouble. Three and 2. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away. All right, we'll do it again with the count full to Meinhofer. And runners go. The pitch is tapped out to second base on a couple of high hops. Critch has it. He shovels to first. Nice play. And that'll end the inning. They get another run on no hits. There were no errors and 2 left, and at the end of 9, it's 8-3, 8.5. It's 8-3 in favor of Reading. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back. Larson, Strom, and O'Boy. Last chance for the Crabs, trailing 8-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch to Larson. He's 0 for 3. Andres Lara on the mound for Reading. Lara would get the win if Reading does hold on and win this game, and that's lined in the right center field. The right fielder over to get it. He's gonna field it on a hop. And Larson aboard with a leadoff single here in the 9th. Crabs need 5. Here's Kellen Strom. He's 3 for 4 tonight, all singles. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, 1-0. The 1-0 in on the hands, and he fouls it down towards the Reading bullpen. A 1-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch misses low. Next pitch is a bouncer in the hole on the left side and through for a base hit. Here come the Crabs. Back-to-back singles lead off the bottom of the 9th, and here's Jackson O'Boy. O'Boy tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Larson at second, Strom at first. Here's the pitch. Lined out to second base, knocked down by the second baseman. He tosses to second for 1, back to first, in time. What a spectacular double play.
That was great. Oh, man.
Wow, by Meinheld, Dedrecht, and Ciancio. That was a fine stop by Meinhofer out at second base. Man, that ball looked like it was targeted for the outfield all the way and would have at least loaded the bases. And instead, it's a double play. And with a runner at third and 2 outs, the Crabs are down to their last out. Yikes. Wow.
That was an incredible play by Mickey Meinhofer at second.
I never expected them to get the double play on that ball. So here's Critch. He's 0 for 3. And he lines it into left field, and over to get it is the left fielder, and that is the ball game. The Crabs go down in the 9th after a promising start to the inning. For the Crabs, no runs. There were 2 hits, there were no errors, and nobody left. The Colt 45's win it 8-3. 8 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors for Reading. 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. The win goes to Andres Lara. The loss goes to Chris Brown. Well, these two teams will meet again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You're going to want to be here for all the action. Till then, Benjamin Schaefer, along with Liam and Finn Warner. It's been a pleasure bringing the game tonight. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.